Tonight we will be addressing a question that I've got about patience and waiting and how to navigate through, how to manage your time in your day while waiting for your things to come to fruition. Before we start, I wanted to mention that the questions I've got about anything to do with worthiness that I had or trust. I'm actually creating meditations about trusting in Allah. One is about worthiness, and one is about elevating you from a lower to a higher emotional frequency. Those are going to be available for purchase soon for those who are interested. Imam Ali alayhi salam says, the bitterness of patience is removed by the sweetness of victory. Waiting is challenging, but who said that you need to wait? Like, why do we think that we need to be patient or we need to wait for something after we have asked for our dua? Right when we finish our dua, we think that we need to start being patient or we need to wait for something to happen. And actually, that is a misconception, because once we make our dua, as I have said before, the thing is done. So I'm not sure like what we are thinking we are waiting for, or what are we trying to be patient on. You know, when we have a life full of things that we are doing, full of things that we are accomplishing and creating, what is the wait? Why are we gonna wait or be patient for? There is nothing for you to wait for. You need to be doing you. You need to be doing things for you. You need to be working on your dreams. The thing that you've been putting off and saying you're gonna do it tomorrow, and you're just sitting waiting for something to happen after you made the dua, that thing that you've been putting off, you're not gonna do it. Tomorrow is not gonna come, because the time is now. The only time that you have is now. So I want you in this moment, I want you to find the thing that you want to do, that you love, that you always wanted to start and haven't yet. That course that you wanted to take, that thing that you wanted to start to learn about, that passion that you wanted to pursue, or that dream that you wanted to start chasing. I want you to try to find what it is and start doing something about that today. Even if it's just putting your attention out there, I don't care. But you need to do that right now. That is what you need to be doing. You need to be doing you. You're not waiting for anything. When you make the dua, everything is coming to you. So what is the need for patience? Patience isn't necessary when you know that it's coming. When you know that what you asked for is already done. What is patience for? You don't need patience. You know, when you know that you're creating your reality and you're just navigating through your thoughts, trying to conjure feelings that are good about your situation, about the thing that you asked for. So that's living in the end. Again, living in the end. By choosing your thoughts, you become eager about something rather than being patient about it not coming. And you know, that's gonna make it come faster, because as we said, worry brings more worry. Doubt is gonna bring more doubt. So if you doubt after you ask for dua because you're waiting, and then you start seeing signs that don't match what you want or is against what you want, you're gonna start to doubt that. And guess what's gonna happen if you doubt that? It's gonna take longer. And then it's not gonna take longer, it's not gonna happen. If you start doubting it, it's not gonna happen. You're wasting time. It's gonna take longer. It's gonna happen later on, maybe. You know, if one day comes and you decide to remove the doubt, why create resistance on your trail? When we're patient, when we're waiting, we're gonna start seeing signs. So that is probably gonna take us into doubt. You know, at some point we're gonna start doubting the situation. And then when we doubt the situation, we are going to start receiving signs that show us that our doubt is real. So as we had mentioned, doubt is going to bring more doubt. Fear is going to bring more fear. Worry is going to bring more worry. That's why we said love is going to bring more love. A trust in God is going to bring more trust in God. So when you find yourself doing that, all what you need to do is shift your focus. Don't worry. It's okay. I know it's challenging. I want you to shift your focus. I want you to shift your focus. If you're in fear, shift your focus. If you're in doubt, shift your focus to trust. How? You could use a meditation. You could sit in quietness. You could go out in nature and watch the beauty, the abundance that is in nature. Nature is beautiful. Watch all the animals and all the trees and all the things that are living out there. The tree stands in trust. The tree, it doesn't doubt. Am I going to get water today? Am I going to get enough sunlight? Are my leaves going to fall off or are they going to stay? Do I have to do something about it? The tree doesn't worry. The tree has complete trust in God. Remember, waiting brings more waiting. So if you're waiting, that is actually a state. You're in the state of waiting. And when we talk about what God has already written for you, God has written all the possibilities for you. It's infinite, the amount of possibilities that is available to you. So again, you're choosing. You're choosing to do this or to do that. You're choosing waiting right now. You're choosing waiting, and you're going to stay in waiting until you decide that, you know what, I'm not going to wait anymore. So you're putting yourself in this state of waiting for it, not having it. Okay? We need to put ourselves in the state of having our desire, embodying it. Embodying the desire. So you asked for it, and you're following your joy. You're doing what feels good to you. When you start going on this path, do you know what's going to happen? Things are going to start to unfold. Things are going to start to show up for you. God is going to start sending you signs. Synchronicities are going to happen. Okay, you're going to feel inspired. You're going to feel pushed to do things. And when you start doing those things, you're going to start seeing things unfold. Now, I want you, while you're doing what you enjoy and while you're following your joy, I want you to be grateful right after you ask for the dua, before you get up. When you ask for the dua, before you get up from your prayer mat or wherever it is that you're asking the dua from, thank Allah for what He gave you. Thank Him right after. Be grateful. You have to be grateful because He already gave it to you. Now you're going to tell me, I don't see it. I need to see it to be, okay, so that means you're ungrateful. That means you're being ungrateful. If you're going to wait for the thing to come to you, then you're not being grateful. We need to thank Allah after we make the dua. After we make the dua, we're saying, thank you, Allah, for granting me this dua. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you for doing this for me. Thank you for easing my situation. And then you get up from your prayer mat, you get up to continue, and then something happens in your situation. That is not what you want. What do you do in that situation? What do you do then? This is what I did in my challenging times. For long years, I had challenging times, and this is what I did. I found the joy. I found the best feeling thought. I found the best feeling emotion. I did the best thing that I could do from where I was. Example, I am stuck somewhere, okay? I am in this place and I can't leave. This situation is very hard. I'm nearly stuck in this situation. I have responsibilities to do. There's nothing that I could do in this moment. And I asked for the dua. I asked Allah to ease my situation, and here I am. But what now? Something happens that is against what I asked for. What now? And that is challenging. You need patience here. You need patience. I do what I am able to do. I open a window and look outside. I observe God's creation. Do you know the energy that you're gonna get? Do you know, like, let's say, for example, you're in a toxic environment. Be careful, not a toxic relationship. Go out in nature and all of the negative feelings, your vibration is going to rise instantly when you go out in nature. You know, the energy that you're going to receive from all the living things that are outside. Everything that is living outside is mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is going to uplift your mood. That is going to uplift your vibration. That is going to raise your energy. And how do you think you're going to act in that situation now? You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel good. The situation is not gonna matter. This is when I want you guys to work on your worthiness. Work on your self-worth. Because when you work on your self-worth, your situation is gonna improve. This is what I'm telling you. God is gonna send you the inspiration. You might be inspired to work on your self-worth. You might be inspired to go out in nature near things that have high energy. You might be inspired to talk to someone. Okay, sometimes it could be like very subtle. Signs are everywhere. God is talking to us the moment we wake up until we sleep. God is talking to us in every moment. God is talking to us all the time. God never forsakens us. Remember what we said, it's done. So now I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to thank Allah for what He gave me, what He brought into my life, the situation that He improved. Every day I'm going to wake up and the situation is going to be really bad, and I'm going to say, thank you, God, for improving my situation. That is living in the end. That is ignoring the thing that is coming up in front of you in the moment. That is living in the clouds. And we're going to talk about that in the next video, as I said on Sunday, for imagination. I'm going to explain about it a little bit more. But it is living in the clouds. A lot of people are not going to like it. In the Quran, the shaitan says, I will approach them from their front, their back, their right, their left, and then you will find most of them ungrateful. And it's okay to be ungrateful and impatient sometimes, but we can't dwell there. We need to fix our thoughts and go back onto the straight path. We need to ask Allah for forgiveness. And here, some of you might ask, well, you know, creating your reality, your thoughts, your feelings, all of this stuff, the inside, not the outside. Why don't people do this? Like, why doesn't everyone do this or like learn about this? Create their life however they want it to be and improve their situation. Or, you know, why don't most people do that? It's because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, most of my slaves are ungrateful. Allah also says in the Quran, if you are grateful, I will certainly give you more. But if you are ungrateful, surely my punishment is severe. So when your situation gets worse, you know why? You're not being grateful. Even if you have, you know, even when I was in a situation where it was really hard and challenging, I remember waking up and saying, okay, like this is happening, which is fine. This is happening. What am I grateful for today? I had a comfy bed to sleep in, right? And I was breathing all night, and I didn't have to take care of the breath coming in or out or my heart stopping. I didn't need to worry about that. All of that was going. All of that was working by itself. I didn't need to didn't need to take care of that. We're all alive today. Nobody is sick. You know, and so on and so forth. وَلَئِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you are grateful, I'm going to increase you. Most people are depressed because they are not being grateful. They are not being grateful. So they're feeling depressed. They're feeling sad. They're not feeling good. I want you to say these affirmations with me right now. I embody unwavering patience in every situation. My patience is a testament to my inner strength. I remain calm and composed even in challenging times. You know, we all have challenging times. They're just different. And if you resist it, it's gonna worsen. But if you let it be, if you try to be grateful in your challenging situation, if you use affirmations in order for you to become strong, you could use dua. You could also use the Quran. You could use the prayer to strengthen your patience. You're mentioning of Al-Wadud, the most loving God. You know, God loves you 70 times more than your parents, more than how much your parents love you. God is love. He is the loving God. Create beautiful, happy moments in your most challenging times. Even if you are between four walls, that still is possible. You know, nothing is impossible. You make the impossible possible. You have to make that impossible possible. You need to get up and find what you need to do in order to enjoy the present moment. You only have the present moment. You don't have tomorrow. Don't say tomorrow I'll enjoy my time. Or I have to wait for my dream to come true. I have to wait for my situation to improve so that I could enjoy my time. That's never going to happen. That time is never going to come because the time is now. The only time that you have is now. Because if you say that, your situation is never going to change. You're going to stay there for the longest period of time until you give up, until you just let go, until you just concentrate on self, until you do you. Immediately when you feel bitter or you lose hope from your situation, shift your focus. Shift your focus. If it's on fear, go to trust. If it's on worry, calm your mind. Sit in silence. Silence your soul. Do whatever it takes to return to trust, return to calm, return to God, return to there is only one God. Let go of worry. And with practice, it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier. Things are going to improve for you and everything is going to be easier. Everything takes practice. All of what I'm saying needs practice. Don't be hard on yourself and expect yourself to snap out of it in a moment. That's not going to happen. It needs practice. You've been practicing the other way for a long period of time. So give yourself some grace. Say, I trust the timing and remain patient as things unfold. I embrace patience as a virtue. You ask God, God, please help me have more patience. Here's God trying to help you have more patience. So work on that virtue. It's the time. Now is the time. God sent you this challenging thing so that you could become more patient. That is what you asked for. You probably asked for patience somewhere in your life. And remember, asking is not with words. Asking is with thoughts, with feelings. It's vibration. It's not really the words that we're saying. I embrace patience as a virtue that leads me to wisdom and understanding. Your patience is a beacon of light. And it's going to illuminate your path ahead of you. Did you know that? Say, I handle delays and obstacles with grace and patience. Say these affirmations every day. In the morning, at night, throughout your day. With practice, your virtue of patience is going to improve. I promise it is. You're going to become more patient. And that's probably one of the desires that you also had. And it's unfolding now. You're going to practice the virtue of patience, waiting, patience. And when you live in the moment, whether in your struggles or your good times, patience isn't needed. I hope this helps you improve your virtue of patience. And I'll see you guys on Sunday.